Hey Scruffy, how you doing? Okay, there's Meow. So I wasn't quite sure what to expect after last night. So the midnight meow that he had, I came out and tried to give him some treats, and he pretty much tried to avoid me. So I'm not horribly enthusiastic right now. I didn't see Scruffy all day, so not sure what he was up to or where he is hiding. So you ready for food? I have your hearty cuts with real chicken and fish, a smelly food. And because of last night, I thought maybe I should start putting some food on the chair next to me to try to entice Scruffy to jump up on the chair and chuck it out. So I brought some extra side kibble that I'm going to sprinkle on the chair. So usually I need Scruffy to back up before I can go out, otherwise he hisses at me. So you ready for food? Staring at me, so I'm blinking. So I'm a little bit later for dinner, but not that much. Because I was assuming that because of the later sunset, he's been coming to the door later, so I figure he wants to eat later. Okay, well, I'm going to stand up and take out your food. I haven't eaten yet, so the sooner we get this done, the sooner I can eat. Okay, so ready? Okay. Ready for food? So I've got the plate here. Yeah? Okay, well, I want to come out, so you're going to have to move. Gonna move? Yeah? So I'm going to inch towards the door slowly. There he goes. Okay, so I'm actually going to put this food on the chair for a second. I'm going to get the water. And then I'm going to sprinkle the kibble on the chair next to me. Close the door first. And it looks like he ate the treat that I left on the chair because it's gone. So we did figure out how to jump up on the chair. So I'm grabbing the kibble now. And I'm sprinkling some on the chair. Oops. Okay, so he gets a piece. So he now knows that there's kibble on the chair. So dropping the piece. So, almost as if I knew what I was doing. And it was planned. Okay, so I'm going to put the food on the table now. Okay? So yeah, he doesn't like me. Has to back away. Okay, so I'm going to change the water here. So I'm going to change the water. Ooh, it's getting kind of close to me. So I'm going to move a little bit of the kibble. Okay, so I'm going to get the glove on and sit in the chair. Okay. So, hoping he might want to try to jump up on the chair, but he doesn't seem interested. But I'll leave that kibble there. See what he does. My guess is he will get to it when I leave. But I guess I can keep doing that for a few days, maybe a week, see what he does. So as I mentioned, I didn't see Scruffy all day today, so I don't know what he was up to. So the sun came out, so it was a good day to sunbathe, but I didn't see him. But it was actually kind of a cold day again, so it was supposed to heat up. But instead of the warming trend they were predicting, we actually seem to be in a cooling trend. So even though the sun came out, it was actually, I think, colder than yesterday and the day before. So I don't know what's going on. So I did check up on Scruffy last night after the midnight meow. So I was checking his new secret sleeping space. And so I did see him there. And he didn't take kindly to the flashlight that I was shining out there to see. So I think, yeah, I don't know, he looked like he was about to strike there, but I'm not sure if it's because of the loose fur. So anyway, I was shining a flashlight out looking for him. I saw him. I don't know if he knows it's me that's shining the flashlight out. So I don't know how good his eyesight is. So I'm doing it through some shuttered blinds or like the vertical type blinds. So I basically crack open the blinds, shine a flashlight through to try to see the area. So all he might be able to see are basically a big bright light coming through the slots in the blinds. So he might not be actually able to figure out on behind there. So basically I just see if he's there, and then if he is, I let him go. The last night I was checking a little bit harder because at first I couldn't tell if it was Scruffy or some other cat. I was worried that maybe Boots had taken over his space because I saw the white nose and I was thinking, oh, wait, is that Scruffy? Does he have a white nose? I don't remember. Boots has a white nose. But yeah, Scruffy does have a white nose. And yeah, so the lighting was so bad that I couldn't see color well. So I went for a run today because it was cooler. I brought the heavy sweater. And it was the right choice. The wind actually picked up too. Probably could have debated if I needed the long pants or not, but I did. Yeah, I didn't need them. So, but yeah, it was probably right on that cusp. But the run didn't go so well. I mean, it wasn't bad, but I didn't seem to have a lot of energy. I was able to do it, but I wasn't able to like push myself. So I think, yeah, the 6.66 miles, aka the 4 laps, took me, I think it was about 2 minutes slower than my best times. So, losing 2 minutes over over those 4 laps. It's not a big deal for me. It's actually still pretty respectable for me. But yeah, definitely I was not feeling like I was at peak performance today. So I think part of the problem was I had trouble sleeping last night. So I think he's getting grumpy. Yeah, we're about time, so I guess it's about food time anyway, so how about we get your food after this, okay? Does that sound good? And we'll rub on your other side. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's get your food. And I just noticed there's a piece of kibble still on the plate that I didn't transfer, but oh well. I'm gonna get the brush. So I ended up waking, I think, before sunset, and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I ended up just getting up for about an hour or two. And basically just kind of wasted time on the computer for an hour or two, and then went back to bed and finally got back to sleep and woke up late. So yeah, not a good night for sleeping. So his fur at the bottom is kind of funny. So I'm trying to get its tail. Okay, I'm gonna switch brushes. Uh-oh. Yeah, got a knot there. Sorry, didn't mean to pull. Okay, I'm going to flip the brush over. So maybe my not so great running performance was tied to my not so good sleep last night. So you can see that piece of kibble I forgot to transfer. So yesterday I went for a bike ride. So I think I mentioned, I was trying to finish up my taxes, so did that, and then I went to the post office on my bike to mail my taxes certified mail. So the post office is the wrong direction, so kind of took a kind of weird route yesterday. So I kind of incorporated it into my routine. So the first thing I did was went to the post office and taking the detour and then waiting in line and then checking in my PO box and filling out forms and whatever. It's probably about a 40-minute detour out of my way. And then I circled back, took a different route to the park where I would normally bike. And since I was 40 minutes behind schedule to the post office, so first thing is, it took kind of an alternate route that has like a bunch of trails that lead to the park that I go to. And so that's actually kind of a nice change of pace. It's a really roundabout way of going there. But it's not a very tough trail. In fact, there's probably more challenging parts crossing all the major streets because they built the trail in such a way it crosses a whole bunch of major streets and freeways and whatever. But then once I finally got to the park, I decided, well, I'm behind schedule, so I think I'm going to take the challenging, steep alternate routes, try to make up for basically all the extra time I wasted. So I did the hard climbs, and I think I did okay. So I think I was cursing all the way up, so I was cursing a lot because they're so steep. I don't really like doing those. But I had the energy yesterday to manage it, even though I was cursing. So I thought maybe I'd have a decent run today since I think I felt pretty good yesterday. So I don't know, it could be I pushed myself too hard yesterday and now I'm feeling it, so my run isn't as good. Or it just could be the sleep. You know. Just now that I woke up late and not sure how I'm going to get back on a normal sleep schedule. I have to take a sleeping pill. So there's one more portion of the smelly fish left. So he's going to get that tomorrow. Boy, that fish smells. I don't like it a bit. And I have, I think, 8 more cans of that stuff. So, but sadly, yeah, the food's actually the cheapest wet cat food I can find, so there's a good chance I'll be buying it again, even though I don't like it. I like the smell of that one. The beef one's okay, and then the pâtés are okay. But yeah, this fish one really smells. So is he going to go up? So yeah, there's kibble up there on that chair. So you can be brave and jump up on the chair. And let me pet you. So I'm resting my glove on the rail or handrest. So yeah, I think you can smell the food, smell the kibble. I probably brought out too much, but I guess that's a good lure. I don't want to overfeed him. So he gets nastier every time I feed him more. So every time I feed him extra food, the next day he's like nastier. So I don't like giving him extra food anymore, just because I always pay for it the next day. But yeah, he's staying close tonight because yeah, he wants that kibble, I think. But yeah, he's so cowardly. He doesn't want to do it with me here, even though he just let me pet him for 10 minutes. But yeah, he gets all weird after he eats. He doesn't want me petting him anymore. So I'm pointing my finger to the Michelangelo thing. chair is really filthy. It's an old chair. My dad decided to move it outside for some reason. I think he was actually using it, but yeah, it collects so much dust and dirt. It's kind of ruined, I think, now. I don't know how to clean these things. I don't know if you can clean these things. So my hand's getting tired. So move my leg a little bit to get the camera view, and I think that decided you don't have to leave. So I'm going to keep the glove on in case he jumps back up on the chair. That way I can try to pet him. Just checking the bowl to see if there's any more, or if that stray piece of kibble was still there, but I think we got everything. So I haven't eaten yet, so actually I kind of want to go in. I'm kind of hungry. I've been kind of extra hungry this week. It's loud horn. So being extra hungry this week is not boding well for my diet. Can you jump up? It's okay. So you can kind of see that torn piece of fur, but I still can't get a good view of his skin. You know, he's scratching the chair, which is not my intent. There you go. I just stuck out my fingers. I didn't even touch him. It jumped off. So how much do you want to do this, Scruffy? There's a bunch of kibble up there. It's going to take you a while to eat it. It's amazing how scared he becomes of me after he eats. Because yeah, sure, I can pet him before dinner. But then he becomes terrified of me, as you saw last night at midnight. Even though I think he was calling me, because he meowed. So one idea is I could put the food bowl up on the chair next time. I'm not sure if I want to push it that hard though. Thought he would have jumped up again by now. So my theory after that first time was he's going to jump up, try to steal a piece of kibble, and then jump off, and then he would repeat. But yeah, he's doing that. So I'm blinking. So I don't really want him to turn the chair into a scratching place, but on the other hand, the chair's kind of ruined, so I guess it doesn't matter. I get a different chair, but yeah, the reason I picked this one was because it had a big wide base, wide seat, so there'd be enough room for him to kind of sit up here, and it was also cushioned, you know, it's fabric, so I thought it'd be more comfortable than like the metal seat I'm sitting on. Folding chair. Hard plastic. So I don't want to do this much longer, Scruffy, so I think if I go in, I'm going to take some of the kibble with me. So I'm debating. So on one hand, I can give him all the kibble, but that might encourage him to basically outweight me in the future. On the other extreme, I can take the kibble with me, which teaches him he needs to be braver. Or I can do a middle ground where I keep a little bit of kibble on the chair just to get him comfortable with the chair, and then take the rest of the kibble with me. So he's stretching. He's definitely interested in the kibble. But he's going to go for it there. He's destroying the chair. Ah, he chickened out. I didn't even move. Okay, I think I'm going to remove most of the kibble. Okay, Scruffy, I'm going to go in. So I'm going to take... Oh, there was a piece of kibble there on the plate. So I'm going to take most of the kibble in with me. I'll leave a couple pieces for him, but yeah, I think I don't want to completely reward him for outweighting me, but I do want him to get comfortable jumping up on the chair. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up his water. See, he hasn't left. So I'm gonna dump the water in the plant here. Yeah, Scruffy wasn't gonna wait. There's one around. Yeah, I see you. So I don't have the glove on anymore. He's thinking about it. So I don't have the glove on anymore, so I'm a little nervous about trying anything. If he does jump up. Yeah, so I was gonna go for the glove. He backed away. I'm gonna grab the glove one more time. I'll give him one more shot. So I'm gonna reach out and see if he wants to come. No, he's not interested. He wants the food. He walked by, he let me glance him, and then he... Oh, he was letting me pet him. See, it's not so bad. Huh. Seems weird. He's letting me pet him. Doesn't he want the food? So I don't know what's going on now. So yeah, he doesn't usually let me pet him after. So this is... He's done this I think once before, but it's... Usually he just leaves. But yeah, the food's keeping him here. Yeah, he was trying to put my hand in his mouth there. So he's weird because he's letting me pet him now. But he won't let me pet him on the chair. Yeah, I'm wondering if that hanging piece of fur is causing him some pain. He seems to be reacting a little bit when I strike it. Fortunately, it's like in the way, so he basically raises his chin and kind of. I only have one direction to move, and I seem to hit the piece of fur, but then he seems to kind of become standoffish when I do that. So I wish he trusts me more. So I'd like to look at that piece of fur and cut it off or something. Get him to a vet or something, but yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to contain him. He doesn't trust me enough. So I should motion him, I think, to go up on the chair. Okay. With the chair here? With the chair? So I'm not sure how to entice him. You want to come up on the chair? It's food. So I don't know if I take the plate, put it on my lap, with the chair here, so I get more space on the chair. Seems like he's waiting for me to do something, but I'm going to convince him to come up on the chair. I'll take the glove off and a piece of kibble. So I'm showing him a piece of kibble. Put on the chair. I dropped that one intentionally, hoping he'll make the connection with kibble on the chair. It's edible. So I put a few more pieces back on the chair. Got the kibble. Scruffy hears something, but There's more kibble up here. I'm going to take my hand away from the chair. Of course, he doesn't notice. So give him a little more space. So maybe let's just let him start eating on the chair. He's looking up there. I'm hoping he'll go for it. Oh, come on. I want to go in. I want to eat. I actually do have things I need to do. Okay. I'm about to give up. I'll leave you some of the kibble, but yeah, not all of it. I'm going to take most of it back in. Can't believe what a scaredy cat you are. Especially after you let me pet you. So I'm going to move the kibble back towards the middle of the chair here. You're a really sorry cat, aren't you? I don't know why you aren't braver. Food right in front of you, and you won't go for it. I give you food every night. Not sure why you're afraid of me. I pet you every night. Not sure why you're afraid of me. Okay, I'm about. Yeah, I think I had it. Okay, so I'm going to take in most of the kibble, so I've already put it on the plate here. There's a couple pieces left, so two on the button, or there's some of the buttons there, and then some right in the middle of the seat. So he'll get a little snack, but he's not going to get the jackpot. Okay, well, I'm going to get up. Okay, I've had it. Okay, good night, Scruffy. We'll let you jump up on the chair now. So you record him jumping up on it after I close the door. Hey, bye, Scruffy. Yeah, see, you know he's going for it. Nice, let me lock the door. So I got the one in the center. Now he's going for the button number 1. And now he should go for button number 2. I think he's found it yet. There he goes. Yep, no more. He ate it all. There's a bunch of debris in the chair, so it might be confusing the debris for food, though I'm sure it doesn't smell anything like food. Probably doesn't taste good either. It's like eating paper and lint. Dust. He's a feral cat, so he's probably used to it. Is he gonna start grooming himself on the chair? He's still looking for food. So he's a smart enough cat to understand that if I go behind the door, I can't get him. So that's interesting how that works. So I think he's real. He's looking at my plate. So yeah, the plate is inside with me, so he was looking at the plate with the kibble on it. Yeah, you want that kibble, but you kind of screwed your chance. You could have had it if you were a little braver. So we'll try it tomorrow. It's me leaning up against the door. I think you heard the door creak. It's bracing my arm against the door so I could keep the camera still. So chances are I'm not going to respond to any midnight meows tonight. This has taken a long time already. And yeah, I'm a little frustrated it didn't go better. Is he looking at me now, hoping to give him the rest of the food? Yeah, well, that's not going to happen. I need to go eat my dinner. The reflection is awful. Okay, he's given up. Yeah, I feel bad about all that hanging fur. I think cutting it off would be probably the most merciful thing, but oh well. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.